Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and for today's video we're going to be doing, or starting, some of our car summer prep. So if you saw my video, I think it was 2 videos ago now, I kind of ran over the Civic, kind of gave you guys a rundown of everything the car needed. Obviously, car's sitting right there. Happily, nothing mechanical is wrong with the car. It's just basically some cosmetic things, some things that I wanted to replace, that I wanted to change up a little bit on the car. And I think in that video I mentioned that my summer wheels, which are right behind me here, had some chips in them. So the goal for today is going to be to try to fix some of the chips in the wheels. So hopefully you guys on camera can see right there at the end of my finger. There's a little chip on the wheel. Now, happily, none of these wheels have been curved. These are just like rock chips from driving on the road. These wheels have a bunch of kilometers under their belt. So, thankfully, I have yet to curb one of these. These are just, like I said, just natural chips from, a rock hitting it, being flung up, or when I drive down a dirt road, or, I don't know, getting a little bit too close to a bush or something. And there's some other little surface ones on here as well. You can see on this wheel, there's a couple of big chips right on the edge as well. I think those two have some little bits. So yeah, the goal for today is going to be to try to address those. I'm going to try to focus on some of the bigger ones like this before they kind of spread out as well. Some of the surface ones maybe we'll tackle a little bit later. But in a moment here, I'll show you the little DIY fix kit that I got. So here is the little kit that I got. Now I'll show you the back quickly. You can hopefully see there the different manufacturers that it says it works with. So, Chevy, Honda, Nissan, Toyota, Volkswagen, etc. A few more. Now, my wheels here are actually enkei wheels. But I know like enkei and Honda have like a bit of a partnership or deal or whatever it is, that you can basically get enkei wheels directly through your Honda dealer. And these are just a gloss black wheel. And this fix paint kit is just a gloss black fix. So it should be fine. It should blend in pretty well. I'm not overly worried. But in a second here, I'll open it and I'll show you everything that's in the kit because it's really simple. Inside the kit, we have our masking tape to mask off the area. We have our sanding block. We have a little cleaning pad, I guess an alcohol pad wipe in there. And then we have the actual paint pen. So real simple. Oh, and then the instruction manual is what everything's sitting on. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Basically, step 1 is you want to mask off the wheel, the area. You want to sand it down until it's completely flat. Wipe it off with the wipe, and then you can go ahead and do your paint application. So I'm going to do a little bit more setup real quickly, and then we'll jump into actually trying to fix the wheels. Off camera, you can see I've masked around the area. I've got a little bit wider than where the chip is, because I noticed there was some other smaller scuffs on the side here, right above my finger. The main one is right here. So step 1 is we're just going to grab our sanding block, and you can see there's kind of 2 soft edges to grab on the side, and then basically the other 2 ends are where you actually sand. So we're basically going to be learning this together at the same time, because I've never done this before, but I thought I could have gone and paid someone to do this, or I could buy this kit for I think like 20-30 bucks at Canadian Tire and do it myself. So I'm just going to start off very lightly, and I'll bring the camera down here in a moment so you guys can see how actually quickly that this is going. But basically, you just want to gently sand it down until it's gone flat a little bit. So just bring you guys in for a bit of a closer look. So hopefully you can tell there on camera. Obviously, if we look to the left, we can see how it's nice and dark, and then we can see how it's a little bit scuffed up there right now. So I'm just going to basically continue to rough that down a little bit, make it smooth and even, and then we can go ahead with our paint touch-up. So I've sanded it down. It's now nice and flat. You might be able to see the little bit of a color change on it. That's because we've basically stripped away the old paint in that area, gone down to the metal, so that obviously we can repaint over it. So next step is to wipe with our cleaning pad, which is actually quite large. So I'm going to keep it folded for the moment, given that I have 3 other wheels to do after this. So basically just take one corner of this, give it a wipe down. Not too much, just give it a little bit of wipe down, get rid of any of the shavings on there. Make sure the surface is obviously nice and prepped and clean for the application that we're about to do. Gotta wait a couple seconds for it to dry off. It should dry off pretty quickly. I didn't put a lot on there. And then we can take, let me zoom out here. We can take our paint pen. Now it says to shake this for a full minute, so I'll do it off camera. I'm not going to bore you with a whole minute of shaking. So it's been a minute of shaking off camera, and to open it, you just twist off the entire thing, and then we get a little brush on the inside. And as the name would suggest, we're then going to literally just paint it back on. Now I'm going to go slightly over my masking tape, just so obviously I know I have everything covered over. And it doesn't give an actual drying time, but it says to apply 1 or 2 coats. So I'm going to do 2 coats for sure, just to make sure obviously this holds up nicely. I assume it only takes a couple seconds or maybe a minute or 2 to dry. So instead of sitting here and making you literally watch paint dry, I will come back when I'm applying the second coat and give you a time limit. So it's been about 3 minutes, well, real time off camera. And it's not super dry, but it's dry enough that I can go in with a second coat on here. So we're just going to go in and again, just gently and lightly apply our second coat of paint onto here. And again, I'm letting some is dripped onto the masking tape. Not a big deal. That'll obviously come off when we bring it off. Not much is dripped down the back, or I guess up at the top. But I'm not too worried if I get a little bit of paint drip at the top. It's at the top of the wheel. And again, it's a quick fix. Okay, so I've just applied the second coat on there. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I do want to mention that in the instruction booklet, it says to obviously allow the paint to completely dry before you take the masking tape off. Obviously, to avoid any kind of bleeding or drip down the rest of the wheel. That might look a little bit ugly. As I said, I'm not too worried about too much paint kind of dripping up into the lip as I kind of try to paint and keep everything going down into the tape itself. So the instructions that came with the kit said to allow 1 to 3 hours for the paint to completely dry. It does say it's condition dependent, and right now, as you could probably have seen before, you can tell it's a very nice, bright, and sunny day, and actually dry. Now it was raining earlier in the day, but so I'm gonna think that it's probably gonna take about the hour. Obviously, I will come back on the video and let you know exactly how long the drying time took, but I think I'm not going to bore you guys with too much more. I'm going to go around the other wheels, kind of basically do the exact same process. And then once everything is done, we'll come back a little bit later and I'll show you the results. Okay, everyone. So it's been a little bit over an hour now, and I'm going to come in and do a test. I apologize if the lights obviously gotten darker. I closed the garage door so all the dust wasn't blowing in and just getting stuck into the paint. I left it propped slightly though. But yeah, so it's been just over an hour, and we can see to the touch it feels nice and dry. Obviously, you can see there no paint is coming up on my fingers. This is the initial wheel that we did, and then this is the the last one. So yeah, there's a little bit of paint still coming off of that one. So I'm gonna let this one dry for a little bit longer. But yeah, basically. I think I'm at like an hour and 2 minutes since I did this wheel, and it's perfectly dry to the touch. So I need to wait a little bit longer for the other ones because they were done slightly afterwards. So there you go, guys. After about an hour in these dry conditions that we have, you're good to go. You're good for it to be dry to the touch. So yeah, I'm just going to wait a little bit longer for the rest to dry. But once the paint is dry to the touch, as the instructions say, we can go ahead and we can remove the masking tape from all around here. Obviously, I've pulled the tape out from around it, and honestly, there's a little bit of a tape mark, but I don't want to wipe just yet. But in terms of the actual scratch, obviously we can't see the scratch anymore. Is the job maybe 100% perfect? No, but I wasn't going for quite 100% perfect. I just wanted the scratch gone in that spot to be reprotected. So yeah, I think probably at some point tomorrow, once these have had like a full, well, not quite 24 hours, but a full overnight to sort of dry and set up a little bit, I will go back with the wipe or just some damp cloth and give it a wipe around, just get rid of some of the tape residue and some dust around there. But yeah, I think just for the quick little like sort of patch fix job that it's supposed to do, I think it's done pretty good job. Again, there's some tape residue around the edges, but the actual sort of line in the middle where I patched out the scratch is not affected at all. Okay, so quick little update. It's been pretty much 24 hours since I did the little patch on the wheels. And honestly, I'm pointing the camera at the section that we did fix up. And it's pretty much impossible to tell where there's a scratch. Now, if I look really, really super close up, the paint did kind of drip a little bit. It's not 100% the smoothest application, but again, just for the fact that I was just trying to cover up those couple scratches and make it not look so horrible and risk any further damage, I'd say pretty much job well done. So there, and to the touch, it's completely dry. You know, I gave it another wipe off to get some of the residue around it off, the tape residue, and that came off no problem. No paint came with it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this product to you guys, and you can see the results there. So the only thing left is to get these mounted on the car so that the car looks nice for summer. Alright everyone, so there's a quick little video on how to do a little patch of the scratches on your wheels. Now, again, this wasn't like a full-blown how-to or like I guess the be-all end-all video. It was just me kind of learning, going along, saving myself some money from having to get the full wheels redone or something. So I will put a link down below and some more information to the kit that I got if you guys want to check it out, because I know they do come in some other OEM colors for those different brands. And then I guess the only other thing to keep an eye on is, once everything is dried up, how it looks when it's fully set. I guess any long-term effects. Hopefully the paint itself is actually good. You know, it's not just going to flake off and come off the first time I wash the car. We get like a heavy rain, I drive through a puddle or something. So I will keep you guys updated on if that happens. Again, I wasn't going for the absolute perfection on here. I do still have the kit, so if I got to do some touch-ups later, I will, of course, to make it look a little bit prettier. But for now, I just wanted to basically, before I put the wheels back on the car, get the scratches gone, get them looking a little bit nicer, and hopefully this at least prevents any of those paint chips from becoming any bigger, you know, having a bigger issue on the wheel. Down the line, if I keep these wheels, I might get them properly redone, but again, for now, for the few couple scratches, I'm happy with the fix right now. Again, I will let you guys know if there's any sort of long-term adverse effects to doing that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to have some more car stuff coming real soon as we continue to get this car cleaned up a little bit, ready for the season ahead. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.